All right, so this tutorial is going to be a very brief introduction to HTML. If you're already familiar with HTML, hypertext markup language, then you can probably skip this. And I'll also do a tutorial on CSS and JavaScript. But these are the basic building blocks of creating a web page, and HTML is all about the content, whether it's a title or a heading or a paragraph or a list or a link or an image. That all happens because of HTML. So the project I'm going to have you remix is in something called Glitch, and you'll get a link to it, and then you can say remix to edit. And got it. You don't have to create an account unless you want to start saving projects. So you can still work on them even if you haven't created an account. And we actually want to be in the index.html file. So, and then we want to be in the being able to see the code next to what happens. So the way HTML works, a browser is looking for information. This is how the code tells the browser, the tags tell the browser what it should show up. And so when a browser sees this HTML tag here, it knows, oh, there's a web page coming, and now I know what to do with it. And then there's a head tag. So everything in between the beginning head tag, and most HTML tags have this beginning tag and an end tag. See how there's a slash there? That's the end tag. Everything here is just sort of setup code. So it's not going to be something that actually shows up here. So I've got some Google fonts that I'll get into another tutorial. Here is some CSS, the style that I will get into in another tutorial. And then this title. Now this is not that title. This is a title that appears on tabs. And then the end tag. So again, none of this is appearing on the screen. It's not till you get the body tag that then it starts telling the browser, okay, this stuff is what goes on the screen. So here's our first thing we can adjust. This is a heading tag, a head one tag. And so if I change this from my favorite animal to my favorite food, you'll see it's adjusting it right here. And again, there's a beginning tag and an end tag with that slash. This is going to get into some of the style, which we're not going to do right now. The next tag we care about is the paragraph tag. So that's right here. And so you can choose something else besides an animal. Maybe I'll call it my favorite cat. And you can write a paragraph here. So I can adjust the paragraph. Okay. And I'm not going to worry about that right now. Okay, and then if we go down this list, and you'll see that everything just happens in order. The next thing I should see is maybe another heading, but a littler one, and there it is, leopard links. So that's a head 3, so it's going to be smaller than a head 2. I could change it to, that was a head 1. I could change it to a head 2. Gets a little bit larger. I think we can go down to a 6 maybe. Oops. Now, the important thing to, look what happened there. I accidentally deleted that, and now I have these 2 tags, which kind of makes it confusing. So I can move this back up here. Oops. Now I've got all sorts of messed up code, but I can always recover. There. And it can be on the same line or not. It doesn't really matter. So now, that's a super small. So I'll probably change it back to 3. You'll notice that there's a little clue here that you've got a bug in your code if you see those little red dots. All right, and then the final thing, I'm sorry, I totally skipped over the picture. So the way images work is there's this IMG tag. This is one of the few tags that doesn't have a beginning and an end. It's just IMG. And then there's the source, src equals. And this is where you put the link to that image. So remember, since this is a web page, the image has to exist on a web page somewhere. So if I wanted to find a different, well, maybe I'll do butterflies since that's another thing I love. I would go and maybe use this one. I would click open image in new tab. And then this is the link I want to copy and paste in here. So I don't want to get rid of the quotes. I just want to adjust that. And there it is. I can also adjust how big or small this image is by adjusting the width. I didn't mean to do it. I meant to do that. All right. So those are things that I can adjust. Again, this is content, how it's going to appear, in what order it's going to appear. All right, so you can update their title. This is a strange project now. Update the image, update paragraph, update another title, and then finally you have your links here. And so these are represented first. This LI tag means it's a list item, so we want to have a bullet. And then the anchor tag says, okay, this is going to be a link. And again, I can update these links to be something else. So let's say I really want to link to the wiki page on butterflies. I can copy that link in. Again, I don't want to get rid of the quotation marks. And then I can adjust this text. So Wikipedia. You'll see that my text got changed. And then finally, we have the end of the body tag. So it's letting the browser know we're done with the body and we're done with the whole page. So those are the things that we'd love you to play around with. All right, good luck.